Hey guys, Sarah Hollins, Wicked Maths. I'm going to talk to you about not taking the bait. There'll be so many times in your exam where you're tempted to dive in and do something. I am the biggest culprit for this. I almost always take the bait. We've got to learn to just hold back that little bit more in order to give them what they want on the exam paper rather than what we think they want or what we anticipate they want. Here's a good example. Dave's taxi firm charges £3.70 for a journey of 6 miles. Dave's taxi firm also charges £5.10 for a journey of 10 miles. There's a fixed amount plus so much per mile in that charge. So it's not the 6 miles that costs £3.70, it's the 6 miles plus the charge, the fixed amount. I'll call that A for amount. Same here. The fixed amount plus the 10 miles is what costs £5.10. What we have here now that I've added the A from the information, is a pair of simultaneous equations, and it's actually not too difficult, it's not too horrible a pair. I'm going to rewrite them under here with the bigger numbers, the 10 miles and the more money on the top. So I've got A plus 10 miles, I'm going to call it 10M. This M represents the charge per mile. In fact, to not confuse you, let's call it P. So each mile is represented by P for per mile. So 10 lots of P, 10 miles, is the same as £5.10. Over here then, A plus 6P, 6 miles, and it's whatever per mile, six lots of the per 1 mile charge, 10 lots of per 1 mile charge is the same as £3.70. I'm going to subtract now to find what P is, because I've got to find out 8 miles, so I need to know what 1 mile is. This is a really good way of doing that because I can eliminate A subtract A is 0, that disappears. 10p subtract 6p is 4p. 510 subtract 370. 370 is nearly £4. 70, 80, 90, £4. Add another £1.10 from £4. £4 add £1.10 is 5.10. So that's 30 pence plus 1.10. So that's 1.40 altogether. Now I need to divide both sides by 4. Okay, that looks terrible. Horrible maths too. But 4 divided by 4 is 1p, and I can figure out 140 divided 4. Let's see. 4 into 1, oh, decimal point first before I lose it, always. 4 into 1 doesn't go, carry the 1. 4 into 14, 1 4 is 4, 2 4s are 8, 3 4s make 12, 13, 14, 2 left over. How many 4s make 25? 4s are 20. So I've now found 1p. 1 mile costs 35 pence, 0.35. I want 8 miles. Brilliant, off I go. I'm not multiplying a decimal, so I'm going to take my 35 pence times it by 100 to change this into 35. Now I can multiply by 8 miles because that's easy for me. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 3s are 24. Add 4 is 28. Obviously it's not £280, that's quite expensive. I cheated by times 10, so I must now undo my cheat and divide, sorry, by times 100, I must now cheat and divide by 100. 280 divided 100 is £2.80. I've finished, except I haven't. That's what I mean by taking the bait. You've done all of this work, you've done part of your simultaneous equation, you've had to create your simultaneous equation, you've had to figure out what 1 mile is, then you've even remembered to figure out what 8 miles are. Loads of people just leave it there thinking they're done. You've even remembered this, but that's only the mileage. We haven't included the fixed amount. That's your mileage, that's this section here, but we haven't got this. So we don't have the total for an 8-mile journey. And that's what I'm talking about when I say don't take the bait. Go back to the question. Go back to the question twice, 3 times, 4 times. It says how much for an 8-mile journey. So what we have to do is figure out the fixed charge and add it to this £2.80. I'm going to save my £2.80 over here. And I now need to figure out what A was worth. I'm going to go here. Because 10 times 35 pence is easy and I like easy. So I've got to figure out A plus 10 lots of 0.35. That's my P now. 10 lots of P, 10 lots of 0.35. Let's see. And that was 510. So A plus 10 lots of that, I'm good at 10, is £3.50 times in by 10. Now if I subtract £3.50 from both sides, 350 take away 350 is 0, leaving me with A, so my fixed charge, 1A. £3.50 up to 5.10, 350, 450, £5, that's £1.50, add 10, it's £1.60. If you need to do that separately by the side, go for it, no problem at all, be my guest. So I now have my fixed charge, my A is £1.60, so my 8-mile journey is this plus this. I'm going to check it, I'm going to be super careful because it's the last moment, I don't want to mess it up right at the end. 0 plus 0 is 0, 8 plus 6 is 14, 2, 3, 4. £4 and 40 pence. My goodness me, there's probably 3 moments in there where you could take the bait and not get through to the final conclusion. If you make it all this way through, you're dropping people all the time. You're dropping the people who took the bait there. They think they're done when they found the cost for 1 mile. You're dropping a whole pile more people when they leave it there thinking, hey, we've got 8 miles. If you've got your 8 miles plus your fixed amount, you've then got your 8-mile journey, the total for the fixed amount plus the mileage at 440. Look at all those people you've just charged past. Don't take the bait.